What's up, guys? It's Salvo again. I have a little bit of a different video today. Wanted to take you guys along with me for something a little out of the ordinary. Long story short, we recently lost my buddy here in a motorcycle accident. One of the guys that I've rode with, one of the guys who is a tight-knit part of this community that we have here. We've got his memorial scheduled for today, this afternoon. I'm going to ride over to the place where the accident occurred, just kind of go there, take a look at the scene, maybe get some closure on the event. I have no idea if I'm actually going to post this video or not, but I at least wanted to get this documented, at least for my own sake. Maybe somebody out there could learn some lessons from this. Motorcycling is a dangerous sport. Unfortunately, crashes and accidents are part of it. That doesn't make it any easier when you lose a friend. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to take you guys along for the ride, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to post this video or not, but I figure I'd at least take you guys along for the ride. As usual, I'm on the beautiful 636. She's looking good, even if I'm not feeling good. Yeah, without further ado, let's go for a ride. So one thing I do want to talk about is my buddy that we lost in this accident. He was a really good dude, and he was actually one of the first guys that came up to me at, I think it was my first motorcycle event, and he basically said, "Hey man, like, we've got this other meet going on. Do you want to come with us, check it out?" I had no idea the second thing was going on that day, so I said absolutely sure. Went out, met a bunch of his buddies, and had a really awesome time. And it was just that like initial act of kindness, you know, that you don't see a lot. Motorcycle community is better than average for that kind of thing, but I think it was particularly special because he went out of his way. He was in his group of friends hanging out at this event, and he saw me kind of on my own, just kind of hanging out on my bike, and he went out of his way to leave his group of friends that he was talking and having a great conversation with to come over to me and invite me, you know, into their group and to come along with them and hang out with them, not only at that event, but at an event they were going to later as well. I don't know, I think that just kind of demonstrates what kind of a special person he was. And once again, that was one of my first interactions with the greater motorcycle community. And that really just kind of set the standards for me as a new rider of like, all right, that is what I should seek to be out. You know, that's kind of setting the standard for us as motorcyclists in this community of like what we should try to achieve. You know, bringing new members into the fold, not excluding anyone, coming in with a good open heart, being outgoing, like all those things that, you know, I struggle with. It was just something to look up to. You know, he was a really good dude. And that left a mark on me early on in my motorcycling experience. So, yeah, he was a really special guy. I don't know what, if I'm being completely honest here, I have no idea what I think I can get out of going to this accident site. Maybe I'm hoping for closure, maybe I'm hoping just to try and make some sense of these senseless things that happen to people we care about. But I don't know. I'm just a dude. But I don't want this to be super down or anything. I'm trying to remember the homie in a good way and just kind of document this whole thing. I guess important thing to note, as a newer rider, this is the first friend that I've lost specifically to motorcycling. I've lost people in the past with my previous job and all that stuff. You know, it's not like I'm totally immune to losing people or seeing death, but this is definitely the first time I've experienced it as a motorcyclist, as part of motorcycling being the reason for my buddy's death. So it's just kind of ironic, you know. My buddy that passed away was one of the first people that welcomed me into the motorcycle community, and he gave me another first in the first friend that I lost to motorcycling. If I was a wiser person, you could say there's some kind of cyclical nature or give and take or something like that, but I don't know. I'm just a dude. I don't know anything about that. I'm sure you guys who have experienced similar things can empathize with that. We never have the answers, do we, man? something of note that happens when we lose people in the motorcycling community is because it's a lot of younger guys riding bikes. More in like, the sport bike, stunning community, all that. It's usually younger guys. I mean, some of them are even 16, 17 years old getting their first motorcycle, right? We have that luxury and that freedom here in America to do that. What that kind of leads to, though, is a lot of young people dying because of motorcycles, which is not a great side effect, but we all accept that risk when we throw a leg over. I guess the point I'm trying to make, though, is that a lot of guys, their first time losing a friend to something premature is on a motorcycle. Think about a group of friends who are in their, late teens, early 20s, that all ride together and have a great time, right? Like, those guys hopefully have had a good enough life, insulated here growing up in America. We're very blessed, right, to have a lot of things that other countries don't enjoy. And one of those things is like not seeing your friends die for no reason, right? Outside of like gang involvement or whatever, crazy stuff like that. So what that leads to, though, is a lot of guys in the motorcycling community, the first time they lose a friend is on a motorcycle. They might be 18 and their buddy who's 20 loops his bike or gets rear-ended. I say as I look behind me, and that's their first experience dealing with loss. And you could see that on how it affects these people, because, totally understandably, the first time I lost somebody, I was totally distraught. The first time I lost a close friend in a tragic, unexpected event, especially, if you happen to be there, present when it happens, especially in that case. Like it is for a lot of dudes who are riding together when their friends pass, or in my case as well. If that's your first experience with loss and with unexpected death, it changes people, man. It changes people, and not a lot of the times for the better. So it just sucks that that's a part of this sport. But, it is what it is, right? Nothing we can do about it. Try to be respectful of the dangers of the sport and the machines that we ride and the other riders with us. And then also mentor others, like my homie who passed away was trying to do with me and with other folks as well. The last thing I want you guys to think is that I have all the answers, because I do not. I'm just kind of riffing from the heart right now, what I'm thinking and feeling. Maybe some of you guys can relate to this. Maybe if I post this video, I'm still not even sure, honestly, but maybe if I post this video and I'm just kind of speaking from the heart, thinking out loud with you guys, maybe some of y'all can emphasize with this and maybe find some kind of commonality between a loss that you may have experienced and what I'm going through and my friend group's going through right now. I don't know. I'm just a guy. If only one person gets something out of this, then that makes it worth it to me. So maybe that's why I'm doing it. Usually I wouldn't be riding this show. You guys know from my other videos, but last thing I want to do is attract too much attention when I'm walking around in an intersection and picking up the pieces. I don't need any more flack than I already get, Traffic's not too bad. Bike sounds great. She's doing great. Weather is beautiful, man. I know how lucky we are to be able to get to enjoy riding season as late as we do here. I know other dudes, they already have snow on the ground. I may or may not have a buddy up in the Northeast who had his first snow this past weekend. So he's not riding right now, I tell you what. Give me a little free rev. Free rev. That's what we call false neutral, whatever. It's not a rider mistake. It's a calculated and intentional free rev for the homies nearby so they can enjoy it. Those guys literally walked into the street. I don't know what they were thinking. That was wild. Oh, at the lights turn right? Okay. I'm sorry! Siri, I'm a bad listener. This is why I'm single, Siri. This is why I'm single. I'm a bad listener. I just tune you out. All right, we're gonna get a rip in. Bike's feeling good. Alright, that was a little something for you guys. Alright. So we should be here any second now. This is about where it happened. Quarter mile, huh? So, yeah, I know this road is not really a road that people go crazy on. So, and I know my buddy who passed was not doing crazy stuff on this road. Yeah, that might be for him. It is. Wow, I did not expect to see that there. All right. Well, we're definitely in the right spot. But yeah, what was I saying? I was talking about. So yeah, I don't think he would have been doing anything too crazy here. He's not the type, and this is not the road for it. I'm not the expert witness or anything. I couldn't tell you 100% who rides where exactly when, but I don't think he was doing anything crazy, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it looks like they put a little memorial here with flowers for him. I did actually hear about this. I just didn't realize it was here at his spot where he passed. The heart got messed up. I'm glad they did this. It's good stuff, man. I got the Yoo-hoo milk. He was big into that. So, yeah, from what I saw, this is the intersection where it happened. And from my understanding, let me pull up the photo here, actually. So the angle I've got is from this point of view. So yeah, this is the angle right here. That looks like a new, that yield sign is, I mean, look at the paint on that thing. That looks brand new, which makes me think that sign probably got hit by those cars on the left, which I know that red Chevy Equinox is what killed him. I know that from the report I read. You can see right there is a spot where his bike was left. You can kind of see some of the oil marks and stuff on the ground. Yeah, I mean, this spot right here-ish was where his bike was down. That kind of makes sense. I mean, I don't see any burn marks. Maybe it wasn't on fire. That could be melted metal, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a road expert. You guys tell me what you think, but it was definitely like his bike was down right about here. That also doesn't mean that's exactly where it went down, right? Because there's some variation. But I don't know, because his bike was out there, so I don't know if he was yielding or turning right and somebody else didn't yield or what, but this sign looks pretty new here. So what I'd like to do is find a piece of something. If it's not in the cards, that's fine too. He didn't have any reflectors on his bike and his fairings were clapped out, so he didn't exactly have a lot of plastics to find, honestly. And it looks like they did a pretty decent job of cleaning everything up, too. This looks like it's been here for ages. I don't think that's related. I'll do a quick walk up this side right here and see if there's anything, maybe. Just picking up random garbage. Very salvo-like things, honestly. I am homeless maxing as usual. I'll look in the grass first, and then on the way back, I'll look in the curb. That's right, dude. Look at that thing. Heck yeah. Very nice. Ugh. Again, this looks too old. Also not part of a motorcycle. Ooh. What the heck is that? Looks like some kind of like snack or something. I don't think that's anything we want to take with us. Ew. Yeah, no, that's gross. It was squishy and moist. We don't like that. Anything that's moist sitting out in the sun like that is not natural. Sorry to say, boys. Your jelly beans that never melt, those kinds, not natural. I'm sure there's good ones. But if you leave them out in the sun and they don't melt, it's not one of the good ones. Here's a bolt. That one's not even rusted yet. I mean, it's got a little bit of rust on there. It's a hex bit. I'll have to get, when I get back to the shop, I'll take a look at this and see what measurement it is. If it's metric, probably a part of his R6. What the heck happened here? Something got dug up probably during crash recovery. Another thing about being in a more ghetto part of town is nobody gives a fuck if they run you over. No one cares if they run you over. So you kind of got to be on your toes a little bit. Make a little collection here. I'm definitely keeping that bit, though. I think that bit is probably the one. Doesn't have too much rust on it. That is some kind of melted metal. I know when I had a bad car accident, literally part of the engine block had melted down and it looked just like that, except it was like pooling in a pile. So that could very well be from one of the cars melting. But they didn't look like they were on fire or anything. Like, I don't think fire department had to put anything out. So actually, I take that back. That's probably not from the accident. Because mine, the whole car was on fire and it exploded. So melting engine block, it got hot enough, you know. Which, if anyone knows anything about engines, it takes a lot of heat to achieve a melted engine block. That's gross. Oh, is this where Cumberland... Oh, shit. This is where Cumberland County EMS is. That's crazy. I didn't even realize. Holy shit, it was right there? No wonder all the supervisors responded to this. It was like every single EMS supervisor responded. I thought it was just because it was a bad accident with a young guy. Now I realize it's because it was right there. Of course they all responded. That's wild. I didn't realize that at all. That's good to know, though. It's also comforting to know that, like, if anything's going to be done for you to save your life, it's going to be, you know, like right next to where all the people work. It's where they have all the medical supplies, all the restock, all that stuff is right there in that facility. So if your life was going to be saved after a terrible accident, it would be there in a spot like this where it's right by it. And I know they did everything they could for him, so regardless of the distance away from their base station. All right, we'll cross back over here. Check this curb. No way. Gauze? That's related, although it's gross and I don't want to pick it up. But 100%, that's a piece of gauze that blew away that was used on the scene. That is 100% a piece of gauze they were trying to either control some bleeding with or do some kind of splint work with. It's kind of gross picking up gauze, but I mean, this really is unused and was 100% involved in the accident. I'm going to leave the piece of gauze. It's kind of unsanitary. It's kind of gross.
Don't want to get nasty bloodborne fluids all over my hands. But yeah, that was definitely part of the crash, for sure. I don't think that is. Yeah, well, I think we kind of may have found what we were looking for. Honestly, I don't know what I was looking for, but I think we're good here. The memorial was really nice. I'm glad they did that for him. Wasn't expecting to see that, but definitely can appreciate it. Rest in peace, brother. Should have brought. If I'd known that was there, I would have brought some flowers. I'll definitely be coming back with some. That bolt, if it's a metric bit, it's probably from his bike. So I'll report back on that and let you guys know. But I'm gonna go ahead and pause the camera for a second and just kind of take some time alone. So I'll talk to you guys in a few. All right, guys. So I got to spend some time alone with my buddy, and now we're gonna go ahead and head over to his memorial service that is happening down the road. This is good. I'm glad we came out here. I don't know if it's anything worth posting about or if you guys would care, but I don't know. I guess I'll leave that up to y'all. I'm glad I came. But let's go see some homies. Free rubs.
Yeah, so that's how close he was to the home base of every ambulance here in the area. So, obviously, he got the best care possible from the most qualified people. So that's good to hear, at least. It's not like it was for a lack of medical providers available, you know? It's not like he was on scene by himself. So that's good, at least. For what it's worth. And I know they got him to the hospital really fast. And he was actually alive. All the way to the hospital. And in the hospital for a while as well. It wasn't until later that he finally passed away. Man, that fresh asphalt felt a little too smooth. A little too smooth. A little concerning. A little slippery. That is a tight one. I guess it's not that tight. I like that Siri tells me about railroad crossings. Because on a car, it's not that big of a deal. On a motorcycle, it's not a big deal either, but it's not fun. It's not exactly enjoyable. Free revs for everybody, no charge. No charge here on the Super Sports Salvo channel. You know, overall, I'm glad I did that. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I don't know if you guys benefit from that at all, but I'm glad I went out there and at least saw everything and got to get my own perspective on it. That's important. Originally, I didn't know what I was going for, but I think I have an idea now. The next lights? Siri, they're all the way up there. What do you mean next lights? definitely splitting, my boy. Unless that shit turns green right now. Excuse me. Pardon me. Man, this road, oh my gosh. Did you see the size of that hole? That thing was deep. It wasn't big, but it was deep. Good Lord, respectfully. What a ridiculous notion that was. Random pieces of cardboard in the road, that's cool, man. Potholes, cardboard. We've got it all here in this beautiful city. All for your viewing pleasure. I hate it. I hate the bumps. Baller. Baller alert. Yo, put that thing up, dude. Yo, put that thing up. Put that thing up. It's not about it. How funny would it be if I turned back to face straight and he's actually doing a wheelie behind me? He actually set it up. How insane would that be? Oh, big pothole. Jesus Christ. My dude. My dude. What is going on today? What is going on today with this road, man? Good night. This part of it's fine. I don't know what's happening back there. I thought that road was good for it. All right. So I guess, yep, this is a spot right here. There's the homies. So I will be pulling up.
All right. Pretty good turnout, and we're early too. But go ahead and take the helmet off and say hi to some people. But I'll see you guys soon.
Let's do this ride. All right, here we go. Big ride out for our boy. Looking good, man. Looking real good. it's all about, dude. Biker family coming together, man. Represent. Represent, baby. Let's go. You could probably steal the second lane. I don't see what's wrong with that. So yeah, I'm glad I took the second lane for everybody because saved us as much trouble getting over. Not that there's a lot of traffic right now anyways. Man, that boy is upright on that street light, dude. Hilarious. Right behind my homie on the ZX6. 2020 ZX6 up there, dude. That's the dog. This is a much easier group ride than the NC ride out. Bro, NC ride out, I swear, we were going 95 the whole time. It was ridiculous. This is a lot better, I think. Well, it's supposed to be a more chill ride anyways, but I didn't think NC ride out was going to be crazy. Like, I thought that was going to be a chill one. But no, this is for a good cause, man. No need to do anything crazy. I say that though, when we actually get to the highway, we'll see if that actually holds up. Yeah, I really feel like the tune on this thing, the throttle fuel cutoff is a little redonkulous for my liking. I don't like how much power goes off on that decel. But that's whatever. I'm used to it by now. It's just, it still gets me sometimes. I'm used to getting got. Looks like we're about to take up on the right here. Go ahead, buddy. Come on. Get up there, big dog. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. He must be having trouble with his bike or something, because he was not accelerating right there. Hope he's alright. He's just chilling in that left lane, I guess. Now I'm behind my homie on the R9, who I was with all day yesterday. He's still wearing the merch from yesterday. Represent. Gotta respect it. Probably don't need all this gear right here. Right? See, that cutoff is crazy, dude. I don't even need to hit the brakes ever. Just a little silly. I'm about to get a little cold on 295. It's alright. I've been colder before. It's all chill. saw those two up there, I thought that was the front, but I don't want to be the front. You just chill like that. Sure. Yeah, I got a bug in the eye on like the first turn. Ridiculous. The other group ride I did, I had a good excuse. I had a good excuse because I had a backpack. I don't have a backpack today, so I ain't got any excuse to be going fast. To be driving bad. Gotta lock in, brother, lock in. I like to get a lot more space than other people, though. I don't like to brake, dude. I'm a no brakes kind of guy. So, in order to achieve that, you need space. Gas saver mode here, because I forgot to fill up before this, which is my bad. What's he doing? Just get up there, bro. Chaotic. A few people broke off when we hit the we hit 295 there, but that's all right. That was kind of the point. She did say that was fine during the brief. She said once we hit the highway, just send it. So, and you know, hey, gotta get those speed demons out, right? It's good, man. It's really good. you got ahead, but then got stuck behind traffic. Aha. That's funny, man. Poor dude. I hate getting stuck in traffic. Yeah, homies don't know how to, sport bike homies don't know how to ride in formation. I mean, not saying that I do, but come on, guys. Staggered column. It ain't that deep. Bumpy part of the road here. Oh yeah, we got separated a bunch. That line's a lot shorter than it was. Chill up, dude. I'll go block. But that was a short ride. Over in a second, man. Blink and you miss it. Not a bad thing, just not much going on, I guess. Can I sneak in right there? Excuse me. Sorry. She was not paying attention. All right, well, I guess we're eating here. That was the ride, so I'm gonna eat, say hi to some people, and see you guys later.
Ride safe. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming out today.
Yeah, it was good seeing you, man. All right, be safe. I will. Appreciate y'all helping put this together. It was really good. All right. Y'all be safe.
Well, that was actually really nice. Had to give him a little pull there. But yeah, despite everything, man, it was good seeing everybody. And Trent's mom was there. She said a little something to everybody, man. She made it special. And just being there with all the guys was good. A couple of my buddies couldn't make it out because they're having bike trouble, but it was good seeing the dudes there. It's funny, everyone always says, like, the time when family comes together is when somebody's getting married or when somebody dies, you know? And it's just one of those peculiar things about life. But thankfully, the community here, the motorcycle community here, we come together all the time. We've got that meetup spot we're at every day. Thankfully, that doesn't apply to us, this family that we have here, this motorcycle family. But I will say, man, like, there's something different when you're riding in memory of someone, you know? Something different about it. Ride was a little chaotic. I mean, you guys will see the video. Ride was a little kooky, a little chaotic. But it was good, man. It was good. was a good ride. It feels different in like a good way. Would have been better to have my buddy there with us, but I think he was there. He was there in spirit. We'll give him a rip, huh? I don't know why I'm riding slow. I just appreciate it. Warming up the tires. Getting to say a few words about my buddy. Move out the way! Yeah, wait! Oh man, my earplug fell out. Oh no! I can't hear! I'm going deaf in my right ear! Oh man, I'm gonna have to fix that. That hurts. I took the plug out of the M4 football head. Yeah, dude. That thing is loud. Good grief. Oh, come on. Why are we slowing down? Dude, that is so loud. My ear is killing me. We've all. Oh. Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't know what that truck was doing. There's nobody in front of it. Why was he slamming on the brakes like that? Good grief. Alright. This paint line right here always makes me sus. It's taking my rear tire on more than one occasion. Why are you braking? Why are you braking in front of me? Stop that. Neighborhood op, come get me. Oh. That's how I check if there's officers in that under that bridge, under the overpass, hiding in a speed trap. I just go really fast by it. If I don't hear anything, there's no cop, so it's a good win. That or he's just so far behind me he hasn't caught up yet. I've had that happen a couple times too, where you don't even know they're behind you. I'll just preemptively pull over here. No, I really need to fix this earplug, dude. I cannot hear a goddamn thing.
Oh. Yeah, I'm all good. I just had an earplug come out. No, I'm... Oh, yeah? The same color, too? Nice.
How
Yeah.
was that integrated tail light? Was it hard putting it on?
That's the stock one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I just said blinkers. I don't got a plate or nothing, whatever, dude.
Damn.
But yeah.
I saw you fly by me like way back.
Oh yeah, dude. My ear was like ringing because it fell out, and when I was doing that rip, dude. I couldn't hear a thing, so I pulled over. Yeah, sounds good, bro. All right, hey, drive safe. We'll see you. That's funny. He said he saw me fly past him. That was like I did that pull like 10 minutes ago. I've been sitting here on the side of the highway for way too long. That's hilarious. He said he saw me fly past. Good day, man. A lot of good people, a lot of good riders. It's a good day, man. Family day. Family day. All about family today. Good stuff. Let's get the heck out of here, though. Let's go. You know, that's funny. I actually did the same thing
For somebody on this road. When I had first started riding, same situation as him, where I hadn't been riding out with anybody yet. I was still super nervous on how stuff worked. Barely had any time riding myself. But I saw a dude literally pull over in pretty much that same spot that I was in. I saw a dude pulled over in that same spot that I was in. And I was in my car just like he was in that situation. And I pulled over, I was like, hey man, you good? You know, I see you pulled over. And yeah, his brake light was out, so he was waiting for a buddy just to come kind of escort him a little bit for safety. But yeah, man, that's hilarious. Literally same situation. I was in a car, I was a new rider, talking to a guy who was, I mean, basically also a new rider. Oh, we got a Harley brother up there. Let's go catch him. Let's see what's up. That guy was at the funeral. He was at the memorial. I recognize that hat he had on the back of his bike. That's a homie right there. Yeah. I recognize the hat. I don't know how his hat stays on there. He's got a hat wedged into the back here, on the back seat where the little handle is. I have no clue how he keeps that from flying out. I had my hat clipped into my dang belt, and mine came off. And I had to go back and find it. My famous Buc-ee's hat. Everybody knows me for. I'm joking. Nobody knows me. I don't like this part though. When the sun's coming down, blocking people's vision, they can't see you. That guy saw me. I appreciate him. But yeah, like when I'm flying up behind people lane splitting, they can't see shit because of the sun blocking their eyes. Also the intersections too. Gotta be super careful. People can't see your brake lights either. Not that they look in anyways for motorcycles. It's even worse. And then another problem is I can't see the color of the light. Like it just turned green and I didn't see that. So now I'm lane splitting on a green light, which is spooky when people can't see me. That's all right. Just get out before the turn, you'll be fine. All right, but I'll probably wrap it up here. Unless you guys want to see me ride back on the highway. No, I'll wrap it up here. Is this guy gonna see me? Yes, he is. Thank you. Today was an interesting day, man. We were remembering a lost homie. I got to go see where he passed and kind of get an idea what happened. Maybe just get some closure. You go ahead. So yeah, today was definitely interesting. Started out a little somber, talking about death, talking about my friend who passed away, visiting the site, talking, thinking through my thoughts with you guys. Hopefully that provided some value to you guys. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but maybe somebody could get something out of it. The part at the end, though, that memorial ride for my buddy who passed, I think that's really good stuff. I think that could kind of bring the spirits up. I know it brought my spirit up, so hopefully it did for you guys as well. Hopefully we're ending this on a good note here. I really enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed seeing my people, the people I care about, kind of us all getting together around our friends that have passed this season. Not just my buddy, but others as well. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around to the end of the video. Hopefully this did something for everybody. Here's what I'll leave you guys with. Always remember that the last thing you say to your homies before you leave or before you say goodbye to them could be the last thing you say to them ever. Never end things on a bad note with a homie. I try to make that a goal with mine. Every time I see the homies or I'm saying goodbye, I always tell them that I care about them or, just ride safe, something like that. So let that be the lesson for this video. Take care of your homies. Never let the sun go down on your anger. Tell them that you love them because you never know when the last time you're going to see them is. So I really appreciate you guys and look forward to talking to you again soon.
Peace.